right from the start of my first consultation with Dr. De Silva, I was considering having rhinoplasty for two reasons. Firstly, to correct a bump I had on my nose, and secondly, because I was suffering from chronic sinusitis. I had previously sought advice from other surgeons that specialize in rhinoplasty, but hadn't felt as confident or comfortable to actually proceed with the surgery, as I thought it's such a big decision being surgery to my face. And the fact that it's surgery to my face, I thought it would have such an impact on my life and recovery and everything else. But I had considered it for years, and finally when I met Dr. De Silva and sat down and we discussed the options and the advantages and the disadvantages, the procedure and the healing, I decided to go ahead. After doing a bit of research, Dr. De Silva had told me that I could have the surgery done. It will take place at a private hospital in London, which is very convenient. He also insisted that I have certain tests carried out to ensure that the procedure is right for me and that they are familiar with my bloods and different aspects that could play a big role in the surgery on the day. I felt quite reassured about that, because I haven't really been posed with questions like that when it comes to rhinoplasty. I had the necessary tests carried out and everything was good to go, and an appointment was scheduled for my surgery. Of course one has fears, especially as I mentioned that it is my face, but I was given a lot of reassurance from Dr. De Silva and his very helpful, supportive staff. That gave me a bit of confidence to actually pitch up on the day. And when I did, I was welcomed. I sat down roughly for a few minutes filling out a form at the Welbeck Hospital, and they showed me to my private room with ensuite. It made me feel like I was at home and not really gonna have surgery at all. I was visited firstly by the anaesthetist, which was a lovely lady, and she made me feel confident and comfortable with the fact that she knew what anaesthetics I'd need, and she explained how it's going to be controlled and how I'd recover from it and what to expect. And after that I had a visit from our Dr. De Silva, who again made me feel reassured. He came to see me before the surgery and marked out where the incision would be made to the open surgery I had. And within a matter of time I was taken down to the theatre, where at first I thought, God, can I run? And within seconds I fell into a very lovely sleep. To recover after the procedure, in the recovery room, I woke up and I felt as if I just had fantastic sleep that I'd never had for a long time. And I was taken back up to my room. My girlfriend was with me. She sat there for the few hours we were there, and the most pain I had, despite all my fear, was a headache. I stayed for a few hours until I felt comfortable, and even had a little bit of lunch and went home. And of course, going home I had a cast on my nose to support the surgery and what's been carried out. And as I was prepared by Dr. De Silva and his team, I had all my necessary antibiotics and ointments that I required. And I started applying the ice pack as suggested, and found that I was quite comfortable. And to crown it all, I got a phone call from Dr. De Silva about 8 o'clock the night, which is after 8, to find out how I was getting on. And I explained that I was comfortable. I was obviously quite new, and I do feel that there's a bit of swelling, but I was comfortable. I went back to work probably about 10 days after, but I think the extra 3 days was just a little bit of laziness, because really I expected to have big panda eyes, but it wasn't that bad, and by the 3rd or 4th day after using arnica, which was recommended, I felt as if I'm on the way to recovery. That I'd strongly suggest if anybody was going to consider having rhinoplasty, to seriously consult Dr. De Silva.